Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with my good buddy Dotto. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the first service on our R1M, and I'm really excited for that because after the first service we can put this on the dyno, get the stock dyno numbers, and then we're ready for the exhaust. So I'm super excited. We actually just got back from our ride. If you saw our previous video, our final ride, which is why my mouth is so cold and I can't even speak correctly, it was freezing. We're gonna throw this up on the lift. It's nice and warm, which is good because the oil will drain out really well. And we're gonna take you through the first service on this bad boy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So just a reminder guys, we will be giving this bike away. This is our next build series bike. The way that we're able to do that is through a website called Patreon. People who support over there, that's how we fund the projects, and that's why we give them back to somebody who supported the project when we're done. That's the next bike we will be giving away in middle of April. So our Carbon V4 will be the next one to give away, and then this is the next one that we're building. So again, if you want to be entered to win these bikes, help support these projects, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. All right, we got the wood stove going, starting to feel pretty good in here. My hands are still frozen. We're gonna do some Angel's Envy. We're gonna smoke it with some Woodford Reserve cherries. Which is gonna be really good. And then Dotto actually has on his website, his easiest way to get to his website is from his Instagram. It's just Dotto made, what is it? Dotto made.shopify, something like that. Yeah, anyway, just go to his Instagram.
It's in my bio.
He's got new smoking kits available, along with a couple other new products as well. So continue to support him. We massively appreciate it, and everybody loves the products that they're getting. So it's super cool. But we're gonna be using the kits right now. All right, smoking time. Always my favorite part of the episode, aside from putting the parts on. Look at that, rolling in there. And you definitely do want to get a lighter like this. What are these?
Well, this is an overkill.
That is definitely overkill.
You want to get a regular torch lighter.
Yeah. Just let it smoke, fill up in there, and then we'll swap it over to the other side. All right, we let them marinate for a little bit. Time to pull them off. Look at that. That looks incredible. I'm so excited to try these. So, as it's a first service, it's pretty much the official start of our next build. The R1M build to the end of the Carbon V4, start of the R1M. Whew. Here we go, folks.
Here we go.
Cheers.
How good is that?
That might be my favorite.
Are you serious?
Yeah, with just a little cherry juice, a little bitters.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we've got the first service checklist over here on the computer, and we're just gonna kind of go on our own pace because we actually want to drain the oil first and get that draining because we like to let it drain out of every possible crevice as possible. Yeah.
So one thing you want to remember, and I know that it's such a overlooked item, don't leave your key in there. Some people forget and they grab the key and they prime the fuel or start the bike
with no oil in it.
And they're, oh, it's overkill.
Just keep it away.
No, it's
yeah.
right there.
Just keep it out of the bike.
Yeah, I've seen guys start up a bike like, you hear that? Is that my clutch? No, dumbass. You ever put oil back in? Okay, I think this is a 6 mil.
6 mil.
Not a 6 mil. Number 6 Allen.
Allen. And we're gonna let this drain out, and it's nice and warm too. So there it is. Look at that.
Oh,
so
yeah,
for the oil, I'll just show you. I went to Yamaha dealership of Camp Hill, and we got Yamaha lube. Yamaha literally makes freaking everything. So I think I already showed you, or yeah, I showed you in the last video, but in this video, so this is what it is. The 10W40 full synthetic. I told him I wanted the best oil possible. This will last a little bit longer. And then we got the filter and then the crush washers in there as well. So super simple. It takes, I think, just over 4 quarts of oil. Yeah, there's a lot. Look at that. You're gonna let it keep draining in
there? It's really foamy. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was not gonna. I don't like it all the way to the top, so I can drain it out.
Is that the drain bolt?
This is, and then it has the crush washer. Maybe it not. Maybe I just pulled it off.
Maybe it's still on there.
Yeah, maybe it is. It looked like it was on here, but it's not.
But don't those usually have magnets?
Sometimes they do. This one doesn't.
There's nothing on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now we did do this break-in service a little bit early, so you're supposed to wait till 600 miles. We did it at about 350 miles. Just because we like to keep it as low mileage as possible. You can usually tell. Yeah, it's still on there, right? Yeah, dude, that's clean. That's a clean break-in.
Look how thick that is.
I know, we have another one. So we're gonna replace that.
That oil's very, very clean. There was very minimal amount.
And there's nothing on that either.
Well, it's not magnetic.
Shocking. Oh, that one's not magnetic? Gotcha.
That's not shocking, that's shocking.
That's shocking.
So the second thing we have to check is make sure you got enough whiskey. If you don't, then things just don't go right.
I was telling Dado in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is one of my favorite video games, you drink bitters and whiskey to restore your health in that game.
We're restoring our health.
I know, we do in real life.
All right, so we got a couple of fasteners here. We got to take the left panel, left side lower panel off to get the oil filter, which is right behind here. So these
quarter turn Zeus fasteners. I learned that from you. Hey. Look at the big brain on Jaret.
Big Zeus.
Right. So we'll pull this panel off.
Look how difficult it is to take these out.
It's insane.
You're never gonna hear this like again. Every time Jaret's like, hey, I got a Ducati to work on. I'm like, I need more whiskey.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, side fairing coming off. That was easy.
That was easy.
And now we got access to the filter, which is what we needed. So, are we gonna pull that off now, Dado, or are we gonna wait and let it keep draining?
I got this other pan here. So what I'd like to do is, typically I just take foil and cover the headers, but I got this sweet little thing.
Well, the headers are getting replaced anyway.
Yeah, but we don't want oil just burning off and smelling and catching on fire.
Okay, let's do that. In typical Dado fashion, he has a specialty tool for everything.
Yeah, this is just an adjustable, but I use it for this because it's very thin. There's specific ones you can buy, but this just kind of slips over the filter.
And that'll let you break it free with the, give you enough leverage.
Yeah, with the...
actually shocked. Yeah, okay. And you put this little, what's this thing called?
Really, it's like a bendable funnel, but because of this bracket, it doesn't, I'm just trying to cover the header, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll loosen this and get that off. All right, we got multiple oil leaks here. One from the drainage plug and now one from the filter. Let's see how this puppy looks. I mean, it's all freaking brand new. I did notice while we were over here, there's so much freaking chain grease flown all over. Like, look at that. That's all chain grease. So we're gonna clean all this stuff off as well. Luckily, the whole exhaust is coming off anyway, including that stupid, huge freaking muffler.
Look how warm this is. Feel that?
No, I don't want to touch it. I trust you. When you say something's warm, it usually burns me.
I have no feelings in the tip of my fingers, but I feel it like radiating. It looks super clean.
Everything looks insanely clean. I mean, honestly, we did a pretty mild break-in on this one. You know, I don't think I went over 10,000 in the whole break-in period. So, although that does look dirty. Oh no, it's because the pan was dirty.
Yeah, the pan was really dirty. Yeah. I like to clean this really well.
Okay.
And then when putting the new filter on, you want to lightly lubricate the threads and the oil.
The O-ring.
O-ring, yeah. So Jaret asked what's next, and I told him we're gonna have to rev the bike to get all the oil out. Just a disclaimer, that is a joke. Please don't fucking do that.
Don't do that.
We're cleaning the surface where the oil filter was.
Look at how nice that is.
It's oil's still draining out a little bit, so I'm just gonna let it go. But once that surface is clean, we're gonna prep the new filter, put that on. And
that's the next step.
We're done draining at the bottom.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so if you decide to keep the plastic on, you won't get little baby filters. However, we want maximum flow, so we're gonna take it off. If you look, they actually put,
they pre-lubed that.
Yeah, they put grease on it.
Yeah, grease, yeah.
I still like to fill this. Now, some people, they'll pre-lube the filter, like they'll pour oil in it and then put it on. Unfortunately, a lot of it leaks out. So what I like to do on filter housings like this, because on a lot of bikes, if you screw it, it's underneath, you can keep this filled. So I'll show you what I usually do.
Okay.
I'll take, I'll soak the filter. I won't fill it to the top, but I'll make sure that the filter is soaked for the most part, and then I just fill it up.
With our Yamaha lube.
Yamaha lube, yeah.
I can't believe they have their own oil, Yamaha lube.
Well, they got pianos, so why wouldn't they have?
That's what I said, and guitars, and everything else.
Yeah. So I'll fill it up, actually a good bit. Let it sit and soak in, see how the bubbles are going. When that filter element soaks things in, I'll only drain till it's almost on its side, because otherwise it'll just pour right out anyways. But like, I just make sure that there's enough in there that when I put it to the side and screw it on, we lose the minimum amount of oil, and that right there is pretty close. Like it's gonna start coming out. So that's already lubed. The threads are lubed up. Now we're gonna lose a little bit, which is fine.
That's normal.
But I'd rather have lubricant in there than have a dry filter. You do not want that. All right, new crush washer. Make sure this surface is clean and this surface is clean and dry. I do not like putting anti-seize on these. Like I was telling Jaret, when you torque these down with anti-seize, you can over torque them. Sometimes people will put sealant on there. Some bikes have sealant. Honda, I think, sometimes uses.
Ducati tells you to use some
Ducati
shit
uses
too,
sealant. Yeah, I do have some.
like Duck Bond or some shit.
Yeah, some dick bond. But we're just gonna put this on dry and see if she squirts.
Perfect.
Taking out the fill plug, which is on the opposite side. It's got a little O-ring in there. Don't lose that. And then I got a special funnel that fits in there and doesn't spill or.
We can feed this beast some oil.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, it's the time, folks. Put in some Yamaha lube.
So we did put the drain plug back on.
Yes, and we tightened that down. I believe this calls for 4.3 quarts. Don't quote me on that. There it is. Look at that. Boom.
So Yamaha, for some reason, puts their fill
oh god,
completely on the side, like pointing out.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying.
So it's a little bit of a pain in the dick hole.
Because this is even a motorcycle. What's that called?
Yeah, it's designed. It's a funnel that's bendable. See, you can put it different. So we're gonna let that drain out. I want to get the
every last drop. So it's right at the top, which is good because we're gonna start the bike and you're gonna see it. It's just gonna
drop
basically disappear. We'll need to probably add another half quart, I would guess, something like that.
Yep. So what we want to do now is run it. We're gonna open up the door. The drain plug's back on.
Yep.
The oil filter's lubed it on.
Yep.
We filled it up with oil. I always, especially with pre-lubing the oil filter, or if you fill it with oil on certain bikes, I always fill it to the top, maximum line. I run the bike just literally enough.
30 seconds.
You don't even have to warm it up. Yeah. 30 seconds for all the journals and the filter and everything to fill up, and then let the bike sit a little bit, and then it'll drop down to perfect level. I've put a level on my floor and also on this lift.
Yeah,
it is damn near perfect when the bike is flat on the lift, and it is. We took it off the rear stand.
We took it off the rear stand. Yep.
So before we do anything, let's check the level, run it a little bit, and we'll fill it up.
Let's do it. Dotto just stood up on the lift. It pushed the rear, what's this called? Stand back, and pushed the glass off and broke the glass that we bought him.
40,000.
Luckily we got him 4, so we still have 3 left. Okay,
right.
start it up. I'm gonna see if I can watch the cycle. So that's normal. Just sucking it all out. It's all gone. And then we'll let it run for a little bit. And then
never want to rev it.
Yeah. Don't rev it. And then we'll turn it off, let it drain back down, and see where the level is. All right, so after we let the bike settle, there was actually nothing in the sight glass. Dotto just added that right there. So it's about halfway, Dotto.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I added like
a tiny bit more?
a third of a quarter.
Because I think you want it in between minimum and maximum, right?
Yeah, you don't want to have it at very max, honestly.
Yeah, so I'd say that's perfect then. It's right in the middle, yeah.
How about a little bit more than half?
Okay.
Where are we at right now?
We're at half, exactly.
Exactly?
Yep.
How about there? Let's see. Takes a while for it to catch up.
There it is, that's 3/4.
So we're gonna run it one more time.
Yeah.
And then see where the level's at.
Sounds good. Okay, so there you go. There's the final line right there. Dotto likes to run the bike twice, break a whiskey glass, and then it's usually perfect after that.
Then you eat the cherry.
Then you eat the cherry. And just so you guys are, in case you guys are wondering, look at that. Perfectly level on the lift. All right, what's next?
We reassemble the plastics, which should take 7.2 seconds. And then we
clean all that bullshit.
Yeah. So we're gonna check the chain tension.
Yes.
We're gonna clean that and lube it. We're gonna clean
all that shit.
Like this is bad.
Yeah.
Like the entire.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's all chain grease.
Look.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all over
everywhere.
here.
Yeah. So we'll clean all that.
We'll clean all that up, lube it,
and we got some torque specs.
Yes,
we're done.
We got a couple torque specs. Check the steering head play.
Yep.
The exhaust bracket bolts.
Yes, they said they can come loose. The brakes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna check the brakes, look at the brake pads, a couple other things. Jaret's getting really antsy, so.
Well, it's just that there's nothing to show.
I know.
You know what I mean? That when it comes to that kind of stuff. So let's do the chain and stuff.
People always ask me, Dotto, what cleaner do you use? You don't want to know.
Spit and elbow grease.
I use a non-chlorinated cleaner. It is a degreaser cleaner, and it is something that I mix up myself. So I clean my lift, I clean the bike, I clean the chain.
Yeah. He literally uses it for everything.
As I'll be honest with you, the cleaner that we use, even on dry carbon, works phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just don't want to use anything with chlorine or any chlorinated sprays like brake cleaner. You don't want to have issues with stuff breaking down, you know, like finishes and clear coats and stuff like that. But yeah, I just use a simple degreaser, a little mixture that I whip up myself. So that's all clean, good to go. Sweet. Looks like the side stand's got a bunch of
That looks a lot better.
Yeah,
jeez,
so that's all clean. We'd have to take this off to really clean it, but you got to
eventually we will. Once we replace that, we'll have carbon pieces.
So that's good. Let's get this nasty ass wheel cleaned up.
Holy
we'll do
shit.
the chain, lube it. Now we can. I didn't want to put the side panel on because it's a lot easier to get around here. So
looks much better.
Yeah, put the side panel back on, and we can rock and roll. Check everything.
Look at this, guys. This is what Pennsylvania does to bikes.
And Jared not cleaning his shit.
Whatever, dude. I rode in Cali all the time, barely cleaned anything ever. It's so dirty here. It's crazy.
Look at this cleaner.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing. Holy crap. I can't wait to start getting mods on this thing, dude. Exhaust is coming next. Dyno, then exhaust. So yeah, next week.
I'm excited. You know what? I absolutely love the crew over at Yamaha Campo.
It's not gonna. Yeah, I do too. It's so freaking dope over there. Now they have Ducati. Can't wait for the new bikes to start rolling in.
We're gonna hang out there all the time.
I know,
We're gonna be like, sorry, Dwayne, we got pizza. We're gonna be watching
MotoGP.
Yeah, watching MotoGP.
Just hanging out. We'll have people come chill with us.
They love that. Last time somebody ordered a pizza for us while we were there.
Yeah, we were live streaming. I said I was hungry and a pizza showed up about 20 minutes later.
There you go, guys. One of your fans bought. Look at that wheel. Damn, that blue is.
That's incredible. All right, we're gonna keep cleaning. Cleaning the chain next. Which honestly, I said this and I fucking forgot about it. Anytime I get a new bike, the first thing I want to do is just clean the goddamn chain because there's so much grease and wax on it, and it just flings all over the place, and you end up having to clean way more shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Get yourself a wheel brush.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me, I have screws sticking out of it. This will get the bottom, the back, and the front of the chain, and then when you stick it on top, basically it does
the rest.
Well, no, it does the same thing.
Oh, okay.
You can get in here and get this part of the chain if you want, like that way.
Okay.
Or this way, however you want to.
Yeah.
That gets all the roller bearings. Sometimes I like to
clean that bitch.
Yeah, clean it thoroughly. So now we just wipe it down.
And we already checked the chain tension.
Yep, chain tension.
It was perfect. I mean, we didn't ride it at 600 miles, so I figured it wouldn't need adjustment yet.
Yeah.
But we always keep our eye on that, so.
Yeah, look at the chain now.
Yeah. Damn. Holy shit, it looks incredible.
Yeah, do not use brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner or any kind of harsh solvents. This is it's essentially a roller bearing, and there is a O-ring, a rubber O-ring on each side of every single one of these links. If that breaks down, you're gonna have a bad day and your chain's not gonna be up to par.
It's gonna be like my pop's chain.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, he actually rides the hell out of his bike, so it's justified. You know,
yes, totally. It's not like it's just sitting.
It's in bad shape because
because he rides it so much.
He rides the hell out of that bike, and I'm very jealous of him.
I know.
I used to be one of those people that used to put thousands of miles on my bike a year, and now it's like I'm lucky if I can. Lost the cord of my
So that's probably it. We got to go over and check some torque specs.
We're gonna lube the chain. Check torque specs. Check head play on the steering on the up there.
And if we notice anything that's worth showing, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah. Motul. I use Motul. This is my go-to chain lubricant. I just use the road. They have like off-road and stuff like that. This will do O-ring, X-ring, and Z-rings. Compatible with all of them. I had a little attachment, but it's gone. So fuck it. I put a lot on and I lightly wipe it off.
Okay.
I'd rather have extra on there.
You just use a rag for it, or what?
Yep. So I shoot it there, and I shoot it there, like that, a little bit. Most people say, that's too much. But instead of a soft rag, I'll use this guy and literally barely touch it. Wipe off the excess so it doesn't sling all over the place.
Smells good.
Oh, it smells amazing. And then the back, a little bit. You just want the excess to come off, everything else, and let it sit.
You want to soak in?
Yeah, let it soak in, and guess what? Listen. completely silent.
Yeah.
So you want your chain to have proper slack, you want it clean, and you want it lubed. We're good to go. We can do wheelies
Phenomenal.
now. Let's check the torque specs.
Okay.
Go over a couple of more things. I want to check the front and rear brake pads.
Yes.
Wear on that. Brake levers, if we need to bleed the brakes.
Yes.
I will tell you, checking, well, the clutch is cable.
Yeah.
But everything else, like the front brakes, the rear brakes, front pads, rear pads, I usually check axle nuts.
Yes.
We're gonna check
those exhausts.
the exhaust bolts.
Yep.
And then that's it.
Okay.
So I came over here, there's a clamp right here for the muffler, and if you look,
Yep.
the whole thing is literally moving.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through, check all the points,
Yep.
even the shields, and then this right here is what needs tightened
That's
up.
the
So
guy, yeah.
let's do it.
We're not gonna over tighten it because that's coming off next week anyway. But if you were doing your own first service, this is the kind of stuff to look into. All right, so while Dado's finishing cleaning stuff off in the background, that's gonna do it for this video. First service on our Yamaha R1M is officially complete, and I'm really excited because now we get to start tearing into this bad boy and adding some beautiful mods from our buddy Manny at Moto Million.
Big money!
So don't forget, you can sign up to enter to win this bike, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. If you enjoy these videos, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.